Hello, and welcome back to not Mass Effect Deus Ex playthrough. Uh, let's continue, shall we? What the fuck? We're in the second of 5 chapters. That's not good. Alright. So I need to go and buy one shit. Which I shall do. Let me check the map. This is meet the contact, and this is upload the biometrics. So yeah, let's go and meet the contact. I guess that was the man selling shit. So I really need his shit. Need it badly. Yeah, let's go. There we go. Well, let's hope this is not a trap. One can only hope. This is not an elaborate trick. Okay. Let's check. Practical shootist monthly. Featuring this month's hardback edition, we review the latest iteration of a classic, the Stasiuk Arms X-Bow compound crossbow system. We ask if the silent killer is truly the best. Live fire analysis of the new modified SMG in development for Germany's Bundespolizei GSG-9 division. Columnist Rick Deep Lady. What? That has to be, yeah, a show name or something. Deep Lady discusses the history of a masterpiece. The point 357 Python. Gun control, magnetic recoil through augmented cyber limbs. For the 50 caliber rounds and above. Our technology consultant looks at the next generation of non-lethal firearms, including the new gun of Hong Kong's Connaught Technologies, the Pulsed Energy Projection System. That is a weapon that's useless, basically. It's useless. Utterly useless. On location this month, we joined the Austin Police Department Hostage Rescue Unit. We examined the latest advancements in liquid matrix armor. The skull gun and our implanted firearms. Real fantasy or nightmare? Op-ed, why is it wrong to have a flamethrower? Yeah, I don't know why it is wrong. Why it could possibly be wrong?   . 。  . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 。 . 。 。 . 。 。 . 。 。 . 。 。 . 。 。 . 。 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 we may be able to get a few of our stuff back.
Are you Quinn?
Well, if it ain't the bloody Grim Reaper himself.
What are you talking about?
Christ almighty, lad. You got half the garrison shitting themselves and afraid to go out on patrol. Look, I don't want no trouble. You hear? The commander said to help you. That's what I'll do. Just don't kill me, alright? I got children. 8 of them. Well, look, I don't really have 8, but... Alright, I don't really have any. Just don't fucking shoot me.
I don't shoot people, they shoot at me. Hello, Mr. Julio, how are you? Yeah, let's go with this. This is exactly what happens. I don't usually kill people, but sometimes I am forced to kill people.
It's how I operate. A dead hostile is one less potential variable to deal with down the line. But you don't seem like a threat to me.
Fucking hey, man, is that supposed to be comforting?
Look, Keitner said you can help me. Can you?
Yeah, she told me to be expecting you. I'm just glad you came as soon as you did instead of going off on your own. There's enough kegs of powder lying around here already without throwing another loose cannon in the mix. You know how much we're risking to keep you off the radar? We've only got so much pulled around here. It's Burke's show, and he'll do as he bloody well pleases, which means stamping out any rats the moment he gets wind of them.
I'm grateful, but can we get on with it? I understand you run a nice little sideline in procurement.
Aye. From time to time you might say being inclined to do a little, how should we call it? Bartering. On the side. Since the commander signed off on it, I suppose I could open my stock to you. For a price, that is.
You mean I have to pay?
What? Of course you have to bloody well pay. Ain't exactly a fucking armory quartermaster down here. I'm just a civvy contractor trying to make ends meet. This ain't a bleeding charity.
Considering the circumstances.
Circumstances? What, that you're a fugitive and I'm risking my neck just talking to you? What are you trying to pull here? Although, I don't suppose you had anything to do with the stasis pod that was saved back in the ship.
How do you know about that?
Ah, so it was you, eh? Well, let's just say I have my sources and your little random act of kindness didn't go unnoticed. Tell you what, I'll give you a discount on me wares. Just no freebies or handouts. But now that I think of it, if you're looking for a little something for nothing and don't mind a little light work, I've got an errand that could use running. Consider it a special offer of sorts. Interested?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Let's go with more info first. Yeah, let's accept this special offer.
Alright, tell me about this special offer.
Look, I don't know if you've noticed yet, but this base is packing some serious heat. Especially in the form of those walking brick shithouse boxcars. If you get me a few odds and ends, I might be able to whip up a little something to make getting around easier, if you catch my meaning.
What kind of something are we talking about here?
Nothing fancy, just a 329 series MPRS.
A rocket launcher?
That's right, mate. And custom built. By yours truly, of course. You see, while I might be able to get my fingers on some low-level arms, I'm a little restricted when it comes to military-grade bells and whistles. And I'm itching to try out a new trigger propulsion mix. Maybe even recalibrate the guidance system for some extra punch.
Okay. Yeah, I don't give a shit. And I already found it, actually. Yeah.
I like the sound of this.
Fucking right, you like the sound of this? It's the bollocks. Look, all you gotta do is find me some components. I'll do the rest. An earlier boat had a shipment of 329s, but I wasn't able to poach any of them before they made it to the armory. Luckily, little Sparrow in my employ managed to lose one through maintenance circulation. But he got himself shit canned before I could collect. Now my little bute's lying around the base somewhere in bloody pieces. The launcher, I mean, not the wee man. Though, I've no idea really happened to him.
Right, so, long story short, you need me to find the parts and bring them back to you.
Yeah, that about sums it up, I'd say. Just find me the trigger module, scope assembly, and launch a barrel, and we're in business. I can scrape up the rest from leftovers here in the shop.
I think I already found one.
Aye. Let me see what you got there. That's the 329's trigger module. Let me know when you find the other two.
Will do, mister. Okay, what else can you tell me?
Tell me about the commander, Keitner.
Lieutenant Commander, officially. But the grunts don't pay no mind to that. She's the commander as far as they're concerned. It's the Reds who stick to the formalities, you see. Because they're Burke's boys. The spooks. Special operations. You might say there's a bit of a division of loyalty among the troops.
Between Keitner's men and Burke's?
Aye. Since time immortal, there's always been a rivalry of sorts between grunts and spooks. I always assumed it came down to ego. But it's different here. Probably because Burke's different.
What do you mean?
Well, for a start, the man might be a righteous prick, but he's got the respect of his men. And the higher-ups think he's a visionary based on some fancy tech he drummed up a few years back. In other words, the man's got a lot of influence and a lot of power, and, well, I don't think that old proverb needs repeating here.
Yeah, Jason, man, welcome. I was a little tired and I went for a nap. When I woke up, it was I woke up 20 minutes ago, let's say. It was really something. Yeah. Okay, let's go.
What can you tell me about this base?
Nothing you don't know, probably. To the outside world, it's a bell tower naval logistics headquarters and supply point for their Pacific operations. Beneath the surface, though, it's much, much more.
How so?
Look, nothing personal, mate, but I prefer if the commander did most of the informing. As far as I'm concerned, the less I know, and more importantly, the less I say in this matter, the better off we all are.
But no, to answer below me, no, I was not watching Amalur. In fact, I'm avoiding everything that has to do with Amalur, so we can be virgins in the game. Well, apart from the demo, and that's not really much.
What exactly do you do here, Quinn? In a more civilized world, you might say I pass for the base's lead maintenance engineer. But if you look at it from Baltar's point of view, I might as well just be a glorified janitor. Pays good though, so, you know, not complaining.
If the pay is good, why the underground market?
Well, why not? You see, civilian contractors operate under different jurisdiction when it comes to bringing outside goods into the base. So while the rank and file grunts can only order and receive essentials, toothpaste and the like, I, being the entrepreneurial chap that I am, from a more robust catalogue of goods and services. You know the sort. Soaps, beverages, and gentleman's literature.
How does this involve weapons?
Now, let me finish. As an enterprising fellow, I require an exchange of valuables for these slightly less than essential supplies, and often receive some very non-civilian contractor-regulated equipment in exchange, if you catch me drift. Now, normally, I launder my stock through a contact on the mainland, but a deal in Shanghai recently fell through, so lucky for you, I've got some excess inventory to move. Consider this whole arrangement a matter of fortunate timing.
And Keitner is okay with all of this?
Not exactly. You see, some time ago, the commander got wind of my little operation down here. But before she could throw me in the brig, I offered her something I knew she couldn't refuse. Information. I ain't bragging, but I've managed to build myself quite a little network of sparrows and gophers. I'd known for a while that she'd been at odds with that prick Burke. In the end, we reached a rather simple mutual agreement. I keep her in the loop, and she keeps my neck out of the noose, so to speak.
Yeah, that's very true. His face does look like a planet crack. Look at our face. What he has all around his face, that circle, we have on that little what's that, hexagon or whatever, that we have on our forehead, that little thing on the right. That's the same purpose. That serves as the whole round thing he has in his face. He really looks awful.
Buy something or bugger off.
But maybe that's because our good friend Sarif paid the bills for us. Yeah, it's a question of money, I guess. And we had a lot of money put into us. I had this, the rifle, the combat rifle, but apparently I cannot get it. Fuck me. Well, laser targeting at least. Yeah, let's buy that. Well, this is very sad stuff. I need to sell something worth 140 bucks. I don't even remember. Well, I do remember that the pistol can be silenced. Do remember that. I'm sure we will find
Thanks for shopping at Quinn Mart.
Queen Mart. But yes, we have military grade augmentations on ourselves. It's very fancy shit. Regular people do not let me do something quickly. Regular people are not as lucky. Okay, that should work better. Right. Let's see what we can do here. We leveled up, if I'm not mistaken. Let's get this one. Throw heavy objects. So I have been losing a lot of sections of the game, or being unable to get to sections of the game because of that. Alright. Whoa! There we go. Why the fuck am I here? Let's keep scarring like a... Well, there you go. Ah, look at that. Damage upgrade. A beer. Oh, did I miss that? Really crazy shit. Alright, let's continue. I need a silencer, that's what I truly need. A silencer. Okay, I am here. Need to get here. there is a...
You see anything? I've got something. Need in position.
Okay, so they still consider me a hostile.
Huh? What's that? I've got...
Feasting time! Yeah, give me all your money, honey. I really need to get my hands on a silencer. That's the truth. I don't know why it is not available in that shop. It's really annoying. But let's buy the Praxis kit at least.
Right. So, what's the story?
Yeah.
What are you buying?
I'm buying the Praxis kit. And there is... yeah, there is not much to really buy. I'm really disappointed.
No refunds.
To tell you the truth. Let me check. What do I want? That, not really. Maybe more hacking. Maybe less time. Yeah, I should upgrade this. For the jumping thing. Yeah, let's save for the jumping thing. Because that's also something really important for exploration purposes. So we need to avoid the people around here. They do not consider me a friendly. Friendly person. Up. Okay. Yeah, let's explore these rooms. Maybe one of them will have a silencer. That's what I really want right now. Otherwise, I will continue to die. Which is something very annoying indeed.
Access granted.
Alright. Australian conflict set to escalate. Ah, great. The Civil War that has raged over 2 years in the Republic of Australia may be on the verge of escalating once again. On Saturday, South Australia Federation troops, led by bell tower military contractors, clashed with Free State of Australia rebels outside Alice Springs. One bell tower soldier was killed and 5 others wounded in what the SAF called a draw. Obviously every death in Australia hurts, stated SAF Department of Defense spokesman Donald Fredell. But progress is being made. Bell Tower Associates continues to live up to its reputation, and in time this rebellion will be put down. Privatization versus nationalization of oil deposits in Australian territory of Antarctica are at the center of the divide. Biochip recall causes more than headaches. Peaceful queues have begun erupting into violent riots at limb clinics worldwide. Worry over the possible lasting effects of a biochip malfunction, combined with the rumors of preferential treatment being extended to VIPs, law enforcement, and military personnel, has sparked the mass revolts. I think the South Federation people are the pro-Western guys, and the Rails are the... what do you know? Scope assembly. It's an interesting diagram. Pocket secretary. Due to a malfunction on your office door, we have installed a new one. Compulsory designation of a new code is mandatory under these circumstances, so please note the following. Okay. Great. Yeah, let's go through the event. Why not? This is a little complex one. So we need to go both up and down. Shit. I'm going to get caught. Yeah, there was no question about that. Okay, so we go south, as you could put it. Okay, we may be able to do it after all. Yeah, great. Alright, we're poised for success, basically. Okay, that was stupid of me, but what can you do? Okay, let me check this link that Jason. Okay, alright. Yeah, I think you hit it on the head, Jason. That game will take me quite a while to finish. Pretty sure. Good. Preliminary report. Forward the results on Amir as well. He has expressed interest in the OCD project during last visit. Have the details uploaded to the house smart disk. I will authorize temporary access to the lab and holographic display table. Back. Commander, the latest field reports from Australia have arrived. Once they have been compiled and analyzed, I will send them on, but there are some cursory impressions. 2 squads were sent and deployed, total of 20 men. Lacan's report significant increases in field efficacy. No casualties reported. 2 mechanical incidents were reported, but nothing related to the project. Our AR Central reports increased through output of approximately 152%. However, the biological interface has burned out more quickly than anticipated. What? The biological interface? A replacement will be needed ASAP. Soldiers reported more than adequate spatial and relational data assimilation as well as increased transmission capacity. Sounds promising, sir. That doesn't sound good. Maybe they're using the kidnapped people to make human computers. That's what it sounds. Just like in the minority report. Loading Bay 3 security bunker. Oh yes, sir, Sergeant, right away, sir. I roll. Jesus, what the fuck is up with you? You're the latest guy I expect to start pulling that spec up shit with me. I guess you don't remember, I was there when we both joined. I'm betting I can still kick your ass, mechanical arms or no. Here's something you can do immediately, if not sooner. Go fuck yourself, popcorn. Hey, we're still on for poker night, huh? Well, they really treat each other harshly. Corporal Korn, this is a priority alpha message, straight from the commander himself. Get this done immediately, if not sooner. If he comes down on me about this, I'll know exactly where to send him. Required SAP code reassignment, loading Bay 3 security office door. Send all RBS special operations personnel. Alright. Let's go through the little normal. Yeah, I read somewhere that the developers said Kingdoms of Amalur was close to 100 hours of single player experience, and I played Dragon Age, which people said it was about 40 to 50 hours, and it took me 140 hours to beat Dragon Age 2. So I think yeah, I will grow old. I would be surprised if I finished Amalur before okay, let me check something here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Alright. Yeah. Yeah, it is going to be a long one.
Access granted.
Yeah, I can only play 5 hours high, so it may take yeah. If it takes more or less the same as Dragon Age 2, I should end in a month, but I don't think I will. 80 days, imagine that, close to 3 months. That may be a case, I won't lie to you. Or maybe it is not as big, but the map really seemed huge when I watched it in the demo. Okay, Operation Southern Cross. Major C Company arrived on the schedule and will be deployed temporarily around Brisbane, later to join up with the Platoon's A Company near Cairns under command of Major Lanoy. Brisbane itself has been fortified and has taken little direct damage. Encroachment on interior NTFSA camps is progressing. For the most part, the resistance we encountered was light. Combatants are untrained, undisciplined, and overmatched for our regular forces. It is impossible to determine to where they are retreating. I am concerned about the increasing amount of Chinese troops and equipment we're seeing, especially augmented combatants. Chinese interest in Australian oil notwithstanding, this could damage our relations regarding certain existing security contracts. A encrypted report of troop movements will be forthcoming. Yeah, yes, and I talk to everyone. I go for every dialogue option. I don't skip the when the people are talking. I don't skip dialogue, and I read the dialogue uh, of my character. So yeah, I also explore compulsively. So that game is not going to be finished anytime soon. Okay, so it is true the FSA, the Free State of Australia, are the Chinese-backed insurgents. Eh. And since Bell Tower is a private company, it has dealings in China. So if the Chinese government starts fighting against them in Australia, they may get kicked out of China. That's not good, because China is the powerhouse in this world, the real superpower. Yeah, Irlami, I am glad you like that, because we're going. I don't really care about achievements, but I do care about content, and I try to get 100% of the content of a game, experience 100% of the content. Alright, advice Major Coberni. It has come to my attention that there may be some dissension vis-a-vis the number and nature of the unprivileged belligerents being housed in the Rifleman Bank Station Detention Center, as well as their ultimate condition. I fully realize that BT worldwide efforts to stem the tide of terrorism and our contractual demands as a business may often force us to be over-enthusiastic in our methods. This is to be expected from men who put their lives on the line for the good of many. However, I have found that an increasing number of visitors to a chaplaincy, which I guess is the church, have raised concerns about our guests, their provenance, and their eventual whereabouts. Please understand, I'm not questioning our purpose, and I'm aware of Commander Burke's policy on this matter as well as his admirable aims. I simply wish to comfort any of the personnel who come to me searching for solace over what they have seen, what they feel they may have been forced to do, or what they believe may be being done to certain the thing is. Yeah, people sometimes do find their soul too late. Alright, implementation of new mess schedule. To avoid any more incidents with crossover mess hours, it has become necessary to stagger the access to various mess halls on the mess. New mess schedules will be posted and sent ASAP. While inter-service and intra-service rivalries are to be expected, food fights and other will not be tolerated. The mess crew and janitorials have their hands full enough already. This being a high security base under wartime operations, base security will be authorized to lay charges in the future by order of Lieutenant Commander Kitnea. Also, we're in the process of changing our field service contractor. While this may result in some minor disruptions, we expect the new contractor to be up and running smoothly within a week, so expect change in the menu soon. I really hope they start giving pizzas. That would be nice. Okay, where are we now? We are here. Alright, we are here. And we enter there. Let's go. Hook. And this is a little complex. Not easy at all to do. We have to get 2 notes. We're certainly going to get caught quickly.
Access granted.
Alright, we made it. So we go down there for some reason or another. Let me explore the rest of the rooms before we go down there. Well, this is the reason. Okay, let's go down there. But I'm really amazed that the game, when I restarted, it told me I'm in the second of 5 chapters for this DLC. I cannot believe that. This DLC is huge. If that is true. Okay, we need to start drinking the beers. I'm waiting to apply this one until these 2 until I get a silencer and know where I can put it. Until that point I will not assign that. Well, we're a little hammered. Yeah, we cannot read that. Okay, the threat of cybernetic discognition disorder. Op-ed column in the New Cybernetics Journal 5 Fall 2015 by Hugh Darrow. Like every new technology from the automobile to the television, human augmentation has been pilloried as a menace that will destroy our society from within and reduce us to all truly imbeciles. I'm certain that like me, you're just as tired of this reaction to dog whistle punditry. But we can't shy away from the fact that indeed cybernetics are a double-edged sword. By making human augmentation technology free for all, we're on the risk of falling into the hands of distressed and mentally unfit individuals. There is no denying that augmentation changed the way you think about yourself, but no more than one would after cosmetic surgery, and the so-called cybernetic discognition disorder seems to be little more than a convenient label slapped or a much deeper problem. The fact is, adding cybernetic implants to your body will not more destroy your sanity than playing video games will make you a psychopath. Well, I can tell you that video games can make not really. What we must be watchful for are those whose already fragile mental states will be destabilized by further augmentation. Yeah, giving the power or such power to people that are probably demented is not a good idea. Certainly not. Security home. Yeah, let's deactivate these cameras. Okay, let's open the door. I think that there is another door back there. Okay, let's see if clearance works out. Yeah, great. We should be able to make a quick exit out of here. Shit. Okay, it's going to take it a long while to get around to us. So, I don't think we're going to get caught here. Alright. Great. And if someone didn't saw that, okay, let's go. Where are we now? Burke's office. Well, why not? Is Burke here? Is there... Use secret stash. Okay, why not? Well, what the fuck? He has a bunch of painkillers hidden away.
Geithner, any reason Burke's got a spare retinal prosthesis lying around his office?
He just received it this evening from the Tai Young Medical Corporation. HQ had a custom set made especially for him, as a thanks for so many years of good service. Why?
He'll probably be real angry when he realizes it's missing. Jensen out.
Oh, we stole his prosthesis. But yeah, let me talk to you more about what we're doing in Amalur. I'm playing as a Death Eater at the beginning. I'm not sure if you are. Well, you could be familiar with that label. I'm sure. Okay, let's make concussion mines so we can yeah, save a little bit more space. Well, that revolver looks really awesome. Let me examine this. High damage, medium range weapon with a slow firing mechanism. I will read that later. Ah, it has a laser already. A laser. Ah, I forgot that you could actually see if you... Okay, let's give the damage then to the shotgun. Yeah, the damage upgrade. Yeah, to the shotgun, which already has a lot of damage. Let me check. Yeah, the shotgun saved our asses. It's not difficult, Jason, really. I'm a big Harry Potter fan. And I have read the book several times. You can put a silencer on this piece of shit. Very interesting. For what do I have more ammo? Let me check. 92 ammo for this. 57 for this, 60 for this. I'm guessing we're going with the pistol. I always went with the pistol in the main game. It's really useful. But we already have the revolver. Yeah. The revolver should do nicely. So yeah, basically a Death Eater is a follower of Voldemort in the Harry Potter universe. Voldemort himself, I believe, started the Death Eaters as a member, but once he created a cult of personality around himself as Lord Voldemort, he rose, let's say, a little bit above the rank and file of the organization. Yeah. A coalition for liberty, the UN's responsibility to a world in an age that has seen the rise of terrorism as a means of geopolitical change. An age where no nation can truly be called upon to shoulder the burden of security and law enforcement. We must dare to consider that the time has come for the United Nations to step up and accept this responsibility. A force unbound by borders or the whims of governments and corporate interests is needed in this uncertain time. In the wake of the ongoing atrocities perpetrated by fanatics and criminals, the need for such an organization cannot be denied. It is proposed that the UN commence a series of evaluation studies to consider with great seriousness the future creation of a new transnational anti-terrorist force. The freedoms we take for granted are under siege, and without guardians of liberty they may be lost forever. Hey noob, how are you? So basically we're going to play as a Death Eater. At first, and we will transition to Lord Voldemort state. Think of it as a Pokemon thing. I would think of it as a Pokemon thing. You evolve from Death Eater to to Lord Voldemort if you get powerful enough. And that's how I'm going to play it. Death Eaters are pretty much assholes, but they are not completely deranged evil. Not all of them, at least. They are with the people they believe are inferior. Yeah, anyone we consider inferior to us is basically going to get fucked up.
Access granted.
Alright. But otherwise we may be just a regular charming guy. And that's yeah, the Death Eater I like the most. It's the dad of Draco Malfoy. He's the role model, if you will. Or maybe in Tom Riddle, the Lord Voldemort before he was Lord Voldemort. Orion installation in autosave. This conversation was automatically saved in your conversation history. Hank Blake, am I reading this right? You want me to reassign Warrior, Fox on India, Hunter, Takedown, and Lima companies after regular patrols to temporary standby? That is correct. I don't mind me asking why. Mr. Blake, I don't mind. You have your orders, please follow them. This won't happen to have anything to do with the prisoner of the motive, would it? No. And even if it did, his presence no longer should concern you. Now, will you, as instructed, or I will find someone who doesn't question my error? Yes, sir. One more thing, the next time Burke asks you something, I want you to inform me of it before you do anything. Got it? Understood. Thank you. Yeah, first she scolds him and then she thanks him. Well, reports say I observed some of Burke's men unloading and moving boats directly through loading bay 3 to a detention camp. I spoke to Higgins, who was on the transfer duty, and he told me, and when asked for Kieran's papers, they basically told him to go fuck himself and mind his own business. Here's the kicker. They did a search on the boat ID numbers that went through, and nothing turned up. Someone wiped them clean out of the system. Higgins says that they were all female, so those Jane Doe just became Jane Gonzos. What do you want us to do? Your concerns have been noted, and there will be brought forth at the next board of directors meeting. For the time being, I must remind you that unlike most private militaries, we follow a chain of command here at Bell Tower. That is why we have rank and hierarchical policies. The decorum of professional discipline and integrity is what legitimizes Bell Tower in the eyes of our clients, and it is not just for show. While we recognize and appreciate your willingness to uphold the ideas of Bell Tower, your inquiries into the affairs of superiors are quite unbecoming, and I stress the importance of protocol. For the time being, please refrain from any further investigations into matters outside your jurisdiction. Mr. Burke, and the special operations as a whole, falls under classified intelligence, and as such remains off limits to anyone without the appropriate clearance. Failure to adhere to these restrictions can and will result in immediate disciplinary action. Well, no longer she turned to the CIA or whomever was the Interpol, I believe, because they shut her down within the Bell Towers chain of command. Enough! Lieutenant Commander Kittner, are you familiar with the term irregular warfare? You must be, based on your background, but in case you have forgotten, allow me to paraphrase. Regular warfare is a violent struggle among state and non-state actors for legitimacy and influence over the relevant population. It favors indirect and asymmetric approaches, though it may employ the full range of military and other capacities in order to erode an adversary's power, influence, and will. Now, according to your profile, you yourself spent more than a decade fighting insurgents and Palestinian forces with the IDF before you were summarily dismissed for, how should we call it, less than patriotic opinions? Ah, she's a Jew. What do you know? Kittner is a Jew. Well, interesting. So, how is it that someone who fought and died for a country embroiled in a century-old conflict can still fail to appreciate the necessary precautions required to safeguard innocent lives from non-state actors, aka terrorists? These people sold their rights the moment they took up arms, continued to hide behind their civilian clothing. Rather than don the responsibility and legitimacy of a uniform, they chose ambiguity and deception. That is the consequence. Now, please refrain from harassing myself or my men any further. We have already spoken in person, so consider this is your second formal written warning. You have your responsibilities and I have mine. See to your own and as I see to mine, and we will get along just fine. From Peter Berg. Well, he really put her down. That was awful. Bell Tower Way. the 1990s, the corrected officer Rojin San. Didn't I read this already? Yeah, it seems like I did. For some reason. Okay. Machine pistol. At least now I have the laser pointers. That make things much easier for most weapons. Let me check the map. So we have infiltrated this place without yet knowing. All right.